Do you remember a time when you was in elementary school and these people with these either a green or a blue shirt with a little triangle with a circle that's in there that's rotating? They would come to our classroom and give us a lesson on where we should be putting our trash, whether it was a blue, yellow, or green trash can. Now, do you remember the reason why? If not, that's okay because today we are going to be talking about plastic waste. Before I talk about the main sources of plastic waste, let's talk about where does plastic waste even come from. Plastic waste come from plastic products, which are prominent in construction, transportation, and packaging industries. Plastic waste results from the production or use or even disposal of monomaterial, a single type of resin, or a multi-material plastic product, one or more resin types, paper, or metal. EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, has divided plastic products into three types of solid waste purposes. Number one, containers and packaging. As we know, we use these products to wrap or contain consumer goods like food, beverages, or medications. The products that are in use are usually plastic bags, containers, and wrapping material, which are often discarded in household waste. Next, non-durable goods. These are the type of products that we use less than 3 years. These products include plastic plates, plastic cups, plastic utensils, trash bags, grocery bags, disposable diapers, and clothing. Durable goods. These are the products that we use for longer than 3 years, and these products include appliances, furniture, carpet, and consumer electronics. As plastic increases around the world, the United States is the greatest contributor, as the country generates about 42 million metric tons every year. Our contribution exceeds twice of China's plastic waste and European countries all put together. In 2020, at least 116 billion pounds of plastic was produced in America, which in 2021 it was reported that each household in the United States generated at least 51 million tons of plastic each year. My bad, that year. Speed up to last year in 2024, the total plastic waste that has been generated in America has been at least 220 million tons, marking a 7.11 increase since 2021. As of 2025, there has not been no update on how much waste that we generate each year. Next, let's talk about how plastic pollution affects all different types of our ecosystem on Earth. Start with the marine ecosystem. Plastic pollution harms the sea animals because once 1,000 sea animals consume the plastic, it leads to a blockage in their digestive system, which leads the animals to starvation. Next, terrestrial animals are also in danger when it comes to plastic pollution due to them consuming the plastic through the soil, which can be contaminated due to the chemicals in the plastic or other waste that has been placed into the soil, which that can cause diseases to occur into our animals. As we know, most of our animals eat from what's from the ground, what's under the ground. Next, plastic waste affects our soil health. When plastic waste is discarded, it ends up in the soil system. This is where harmful chemicals come and decrease the soil's health. Health reminder: we need healthy soil because it is critical for our our production, biodiversity, and overall ecosystem functioning. So when the plastic contaminates our soil, it disrupts the microbial communities that are essential for nutrient cycles, which lead to a decrease in agricultural productivity. Now that we have talked about plastic pollution and how it affects our ecosystem, let's talk about how many people know about the crisis and what they want to do about it, as we the people want to keep our earth safe. 85% of Americans recognize plastic waste as a serious problem and want political action to take place. Next, 84% want more action from the government and brands turn towards recycling and reducing plastic pollution. 77% of Americans want the U.S. government to make recycling more accessible, and 79% of respondents believe brands should be doing more to tackle plastic pollutions. Speaking of taking tackles on plastic pollution, let's talk about different ways that help with plastic pollution. Number one, reduce and reuse. Most plastics can be reusable. For example, thermal cups instead of plastic bottles. For example, I like to use my Stanley cup. This is not a sponsor brand, but I like to use that than a plastic bottle because once you're through, you have to throw it away. Most people throw it away, but use a thermal cup. That's one way to help with preventing plastic pollution. Or you could also use filters in your water to filling bottles instead of buying more water in bottles. I seen a YouTube video that somebody used a water bottle. They could hold the water bottle and use water to put into another water bottle. Y'all had to check that out. Now, another thing, this is with food. If you're bringing lunch from home, instead of using not plastic, but like little cardboard containers or any container that you can just throw it away, use a reusable container to take the word. Just so when you get home, you could wash it and you reuse it again. So like these like little Tupperwares, if y'all can see. Also, maintaining and repair plastic products so they won't have to be thrown out. Most people throw away their containers, stuff like that, just because they just not in good shape or they just don't need anymore. Or sometimes they end up getting cracked, but there's a way you can fix them. Speaking of that, also instead of discarding unwanted plastic items, they're still good. Some of them are still good shape, as I stated earlier. Try selling them or donating them so others can just reuse them instead of throwing them away. Because sometimes, usually, plastic pollution comes from others. People just throwing away stuff they don't, plastic items that they don't need anymore. So please try to donate them or give them or sell them. Next, recycle. Now, recycling helps both communities and the species that are living in the earth by reducing waste. Conserve natural resources, save energy, but be careful due to some plastics are not acceptable to be recycled. There will be a triangle symbol that usually are on the bottom on the reusable item. For example, like this Aquafina, it actually tells you that you can recycle if you want to. I don't know if you can see that. But also, this right here, that is a recycling. That's a recycle symbol that you put in there. These are typically the ones you had to put them in there in the green trash cans. The symbols on the bottom or the side of plastic bottles and containers identify the types of plastic used to make containers. Well, used to make the container, my bad. This can help you determine whether the item is recyclable by your local program. The receipt number is contained in a triangle that looks very similar to the recycling symbol. However, this symbol, my bad, I'm so sorry. Symbol does not necessarily mean it can be collected for recycling in your community. You can also recycle plastic bags. Hope y'all know that. Recycling plastic bags, wraps, or films in your area. These items are recyclable, but they cannot go into your household recycling bins. Conclusion. The main reason I want to bring this up, as our persuasive speech is based on anything that we could talk about that we need to bring up that's going on around our community. I think plastic waste is part of it because I don't know if y'all see, but when y'all drive on the highways, y'all see a lot of trash that's on the side of the road. I understand like sometimes some furniture inside on the road that's due to the falling truck, but I feel like that we should be doing more to help it. I'm kind of surprised that when I did my research, there is a good amount of Americans who are aware of it. And I like the fact that I was doing this. I'd be able to speak up about this because it's something that we need to go ahead and start doing if we want our earth to keep on spinning around, keep on having the oxygen that we need. Here are my resources. And thank you for listening. I hope that this persuades you to next time you want to throw away something out the window, hold it in your car and wait till you get home to throw it away. Or if you out in public and you have plastic and you see a green little trash can, throw it away. Thank you.